If you are in the mood for some fish tacos, let me put you onto these. I made some beer battered fish and I made some tacos de pescado. Best tacos ever. Let me show you how I made these. I shredded some cabbage, some green, some purple, some carrots. I diced up some tomato. I diced up some purple onion, some cilantro, added it to my bowl, and I'm adding salt and pepper. And while mixing this up, I was like, oh my God, it doesn't all fit in here. So I had to transfer it to a bigger bowl. In this bowl, I added some lime. You can add as much or as little bit of lime as you want. The lime will actually help these veggies shrink down. So it just depends. Make sure you add what you want. Placing that in the fridge until later, and I'm going to start on the sauce. I'm going to make the chipotle first. I'm adding half a cup of crema, half a cup of mayonnaise. I'm adding about 2 chile chipotles. You can add more if you want, and a little bit of that sauce it comes with. 1 large garlic clove, some pepper, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and I'm going to add in enough lemon juice. And I'm going to blend it well. Make sure that you add as much lemon juice as you want. And I'm just going to add it to my bottle. And then onto the sriracha sauce, I'm adding in 6 tablespoons, mayonnaise, 6 tablespoons, crema, 2 tablespoons of mustard. And then I have half a teaspoon each of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And the sriracha, I'm adding in about 8 tablespoons. And to thin it out, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You can add as much or as little as you want. And then just mixing that, adding this to my bottle, and these are all set. And now on to the batter for the fish. I'm adding in 2 cups of flour, 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder, about 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, a teaspoon of salt, garlic powder, and pepper, 1 large egg, and I'm going to be adding a 12-ounce can of beer. Use any beer that you like. I'm going to mix it all in there until it's all combined, and your batter should look like this. Over here, I have some fish. My preference for this recipe is tilapia, but you are welcome to use whatever kind of fish that you like. And I'm just going to slice these up into long strips. And these are ready. And now that I've cut these into strips, I'm going to just season these with some salt and pepper. I'm just going to mix these around, making sure they all get seasoned with the salt and pepper. Now I'm just going to set this aside for about 5-10 minutes. I'm heating up some vegetable oil. I had my stove on a high. Once it heated up, I dropped it down to a medium. And now working in batches, I'm going to start dunking these babies right into that delicious batter. And I'm going to drop it into my hot oil. Fish does not take very long to fry up, okay? So I'm going to say about 2, maybe 3 minutes per side. And I like to just toss some oil on top. I feel that it just helps it cook a little bit faster. I'm going to flip these over and then I'm going to fry the bottom of these. And once they look all nice and golden brown, I'm going to be removing them. I am placing them on a rack that has a paper towel just to get rid of some of that excess oil. And I'm going to just continue with the rest of my fish. And once I am done, look how beautiful, nice and golden brown. Oh my goodness, these are ready. Now it's time to make our tacos, but do not forget to make your own corn tortillas because these are so good with homemade tortillas. But you can buy store-bought if you want. I'm just suggesting it, okay? And voila, I made a whole bunch of tortillas for these tacos. Look how delicious those look. Anyways, let's make our tacos. I'm adding 2 tortillas to each taco. I'm adding one of those beautiful, delicious looking fish fillets. And of course, topping it with our topping of the cabbage and stuff. And then drizzling on the sriracha and the chipotle sauce because I have to have both, of course. And to wash it down with, I decided to make an agua de Jamaica, which is easy. I just got about 2 cups of Jamaica leaves and I added some water. I brought that to a boil. I like mine really red, so that's why I added a lot, but to each its own. And once it came up to a boil, it's time to just add it to the jar. So I added it to my jar and I added some water. And then I added some sugar. I don't add that much because I don't really like it that sweet. And then I did add plenty of ice because since this is already hot, it needed a lot of ice. And I just served it up. And this is like the easiest agua fresca that you could ever make. And it is super delicious. And these are done. They look so delicious. I am ready to try one. They these are monstrous tacos. Like I made the tortilla bigger because I knew the fish was going to be bigger. But look. Cheers. The fish is so crispy. The tortillas taste so good. Homemade corn tortillas. They're just so different from store bought. They are so good. The toppings, the sauce, oh my God. Everything is so delicious. And that is how I make these tacos de pescado. Super delicious. You gotta have them with the homemade tortillas though. Store bought, okay, but it's just something about homemade tortillas. So good. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so now. And don't forget to click that notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. If you make this recipe, let me know. Leave a nice comment down below. And I really hope that you love these tacos. We'll see you in my next video. Bye.